Kisa, Kisa. Man, I'm gonna try to do this video before I go to bed. Um, cause this thing is too juicy. Jesse Hilarious is crashing out, guys. Jesse is crashing out over Corey Holcomb comment. Now, Corey Holcomb been on Jesse ass like crazy. Like nothing Jesse do is right by him. And I can understand where Jesse Hilarious is coming from. Imagine, but I understand if you make something, you say something about somebody and they respond one, but he did not respond. Like he stayed, like Cole Hogan is like 50 cents of comedy. Like he stayed on that girl, uh, like but like crazy. I mean, like every chance he get, every little news, everything, he's on there. Now I don't know what did Jesse did to piss him off like that, but wow, is is man. Let me see if I can. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm still trying to. I hate when this thing do be doing this thing. Try to. I'll look for this one later. Let me try to get this thing going. So hey guys, how you guys doing? So Jesse, Corey Hogan, be making fun of Jesse every chance that he get. Matter of fact, let's play, and then we're gonna talk about other topics too, right? And then we're gonna see why just hilarious is crashing out. Let's go on Instagram, share. Let's go to let's go Hollywood Unlock. We're gonna play the previous video of Cole Hogan going crazy on Jesse Hilarious, and then and him responding. Well, I'm not seeing the latest update. Those all the stuff from yesterday. What's the latest one? And then we're gonna talk about. Let's go back to Hollywood Unlock. Let's see if we get the Cole Hogan video in there as well. Okay, this is a Cole Hogan video that posts on the everybody page. That guy Jesse, just hilarious, going crazy, going mad because, and she felt like nobody come to her defense. With all due respect, she's a grown woman, and just like 50, like I said, Chris is one of those person you don't want to go against because not only will he go against you, he'll come for you too. And I feel like both Charlamagne the guy and 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 DJ Envy doesn't want to go against Corey because they know he probably will come for he'll come for them. So they don't want that smoke, and that's why they probably don't want to say nothing. But it's not like that they don't like Jesse. It's just that you know what I mean. They uh, I I don't know if they feel like that's their place to like now if it was a physical violence, I'm sure they would have stepped up and like and denying it and stuff like that. But because it's like verb comedy stuff like, because you're a comedian, she may be making fun of people in the show too. So we'll see.
I think she had a social media presence. I can't imagine why else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
she got that job, and I always said she wasn't talented.
But on another thing too, Corey is like, unlike 50 Cent, Corey is like a Ye in some sense. He he's only doing he only doing and care about his stadium. He doesn't care about being on TV. He doesn't care about, you know what I mean? Because if he do, because he used to be in a Wally now, and he got kicked out of Wally now because he's been so too rational. So Corey Holcomb doesn't care about being and getting there. Like you, like Jesse, you was on TV. You try to you in our radio. You try to be more. You try to do more TV stuff. So you gotta watch out. You cannot be like crashing out like Corey Holcomb. Who and then you're not the only one Corey be going out. You know what I mean? Like I said, Corey Holcomb is the comedian version of 50 Cent. He's one of those people you don't want to go against. So let's finish what Corey Holcomb said.
She got the job and got knocked up shortly afterwards. And the worst thing in the world happened. They brought in somebody who was talented.
Who they bring in?
Homegirl from she used to be on TMZ.
Yeah. Oh. She has experience with doing that. When she talks, her voice, I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The girl who is.
So that was that. I'm not gonna play too long because copyright. So, and Jesse, let me see the first video. She even brought what's her name? She even brought Angela Yee into the conversation, talking about. I understand why Angela Yee left, because it's like this show is like let's
that retired ass nigga. Who still think he not retired. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. And honestly, if he didn't hate me so much, I would actually agree with some shit that he was saying. I would. The girl is great at what she do. Lauren with the latest is flawless. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She got that. I fought for that. The fuck is we talking about? I don't know how long it's going to take for a motherfucker to confirm that. But yeah, it's like that. I started saying shit on air. Like I said, I don't know if y'all really listen to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all really listen to that shit 6 a.m. or whatever. Yeah. That retired ass nigga. Who still think he not retired. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. And I advocated for that. Get that shit to her. Get that segment to her. Man, that girl do what she do. She do it great. She was doing it great at TMZ. She doing it great at the Breakfast Club. I also been said that she did great during the co-hosting year too. Said that. Along with Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. I also said that. Okay? Stop trying to make me out to be the villain. Or like I'm the fucking hater or something. I ain't never gonna hate on no fucking woman. Ever. No. Now listen. I may not say everything that y'all, I may offend women here and there. I offend men here and there. I offend others.
So you see, you offend people sometimes, but you cannot take the criticism back. Now, do I think Corey Holcomb go too far? Yes, I do think Corey Holcomb, and it's not just the Breakfast Club. I think she could have just said, hey, Charlamagne, you have Corey Holcomb phone number. Can you tell him to lay down a little bit? Now, I understand you said, hey, he should have come to your defense. We are teamwork. And yeah, men not thinking like that sometimes. Man, we like, okay, it's two people making fun of each other, comedian. I'm not even thinking of it like that. Now, and also from a business perspective, Carl Olga making fun of you is probably a good boost for the show. That's how he's thinking about it business wise. Now, you as a woman, you feel like, why you guys are letting women, this guy belittle a woman, a black woman after all. Now, I understand that virgin as well, but you understand, like he get a lot of flack sometimes for not taking with his business mind, not thinking about, you know what I mean?
Okay. Y'all ain't gonna agree with everything I say and do, but I am never going to hate on a woman, especially if she got it going on. Okay, I'm not. And Lauren LaRosa got it going on. She did. You know what I'm saying? I tell her that. Ask her. I don't know if she'll say it online. She thanks me on air, but she don't thank me online. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, you know, shit a little different, you know, online. But if niggas is a team, if we supposed to be a team, how about y'all clear some of this shit up for y'all teammate? That shit is ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High. Fair East Side High. Before Mr. Clark, though. Okay.
He got that job.
Well, sorry. So I understand where her frustration is. That's when she bring the whole Angelique.
We supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one motherfucker ever.
Bro, recently, Lauren also had a little bit issue with that white comedian. I didn't see her come to her rescue. You know what she did? She responded to Corey Holcomb, not Corey Holcomb, to Cook. Damn, I forgot about that white comedian again. She responded to him nicely on Instagram. She it's like, hey, you misread me. If you think I said something you did not like, please, you could you DM me and I would tell you exactly what I said. And even if you're not doing, hey, if you think I said something, come back to the show and then we can address that. Now, she could easily address that on the show the following day. Say like, hey, I'm tired of it. Why you guys doesn't come to my defense when somebody and Charlemagne, and then you probably would get Charlemagne right there and there. You're like, look, he probably would explain why, understand why he probably try to get in between comedian beef, and he probably think it was a back and forth. And you mentioned it in one area where he's trying to get to like kind of little, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Sometimes let's continue here the whole Angelique thing
with this online shit. Like, why the fuck should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angelique ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga. I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'm gonna play with niggas. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot. If jesshilarious is quiet, it's a motherfucking reason. I always got my motherfucking mouth open. All the time. Whether it's something we supposed to y'all want to hear or it's something that y'all ain't gonna want to hear. I ain't got time. Didn't.
bro. And business things don't always go your way. Things don't always go your way. Now, do I think in some essence she should call out the way they try to do things? And my thing is, I think after she got pregnant, they bring her in, and she was fitting so well. The other Lauren was with her, and they were trying to. They may not want 4 people now because she fits so well. It's almost it's almost like one of kind of thing, like when you got a good talent on your hand, you don't want to let it go. And I feel like that's where the show is probably struggle. Like, yeah, they like you, they like you as a person, they like you as a comedian. You already in the show. They don't. You're on the contract. They cannot kick you out, but they also doesn't want to let because they know she can go somewhere else and do it. Plus, they already know you had a little default when it comes to reading. Now, shouldn't let you and also, they know you're a comedian, you love going on concert, and you take a long time to get back. And as a woman who's getting pregnant, they're like, look, we see what happened with you when you got pregnant and how long it take. Maybe in the future, if she got pregnant, they're gonna want the same thing happen. So, like, they're letting it easier for you so you can do your show now. Like, do not come straightforward with you. That's business, man. Business never directly, man. They always like sugarcoating things. It's up to you to like, hey, stop sugarcoating me. What's going on? And you're getting your check, and then you can, bro, like doing things in public can affect you into getting a different job in the near future. But I don't know, to each their own.
Go live to talk about that retired ass nigga. Y'all want to hear? Or
so let's go to Jasmine Brand. And Jasmine Brand, I saw another video where she's talking about a situation where Charlamagne the guy trying to get them to beef with each other or pretend to be beefing with each other.
I've called and I've asked many times. That's what I got told. She's a producer. Oh, okay, cool. So I ain't asked no more. She's only on my segment. So
yes, I understand that she's a producer and she's supposed to come in and for a few, like she's supposed to be behind the scene, and once they doing the segment, she will come in and sit down. And lately she's been not just doing the segment, like kind of like how the other lady from the black thing come and she not, coming in and out. She sitting there the whole show, interrupt you when you're talking, try to put her 2 cents. Look, I can understand you're frustrated there. Do I think they should keep her? Yes. Doing the segment? Yes. Do I think she should stay the whole show? No, I think she should have come in and out when you're there, and then come in slightly, maybe stay for a little second and have to go. She should not just sit there the whole show and you guys, now instead of 3 people talking, it's 4 talking when we like, But now they're telling you they were sticking about 4 shows. Now I understand where she's coming on that.
I'm like, all right. I'm putting shit together because that's what I do. I put shit together. All right, here we go. So Shorty must about to be on the show. That's exactly what I put in my fucking head before anybody decided to come and tell me again. So I did another round of asking, all right, what are we doing? All right, well, we've always, this is the boss. We've always considered having a 4th seat. Well, when the fuck was y'all gonna tell me that? When was your, and then this is months after I came back. This is like 2 months after I came back from maternity leave. We've always, ever since Angela Yee left, we said that we would consider having 4 seats. So why, when me and Claudia Jordan did the guest co-hosting, or me and Kendra G did the guest co-hosting, did everybody say, oh, it ain't gonna work with 4 people? Why, right? Why was that ever even said? Why wasn't that something that was presented at the jump, like from jump, at the top of the shit? That's what I want to know, right? But I'm still playing. I'm still here, mind you. I'm not playing the game. I'm just still here with it because I'm in this. This is a fucking contract. This ain't no part-time little shit that I got. I got a contract that I negotiated and I got it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on air. she overtalks. She's over-talking me. Lauren knows she does this shit. Whatever. I've told her about this shit many a times. You know, she overtalks me. I'm like, yo, shut up. All right. Or hush, be quiet. Yeah, that clip that y'all saw. Yes. Shut up. Be quiet. Yeah, I've said that. And I've meant that. You know what I mean? That's the only way to get her to hush. So I'm like, all right, cool. One day I told her, because I went in the comments, I'm like, all right, people don't like that. All right, whatever. You know, I'm not her mother. She's another grown woman. I have to respect this lady, but she's not gonna keep talking over me, yo. I'm already confused on why the fuck she's still here. You know what I mean? Like on air, not in the building, on air, right? So I'm like, all right. I told her, be quiet the next day. Charlemagne texts me and he says, yo, don't tell her be quiet. You tell her shut up. Play into that narrative of y'all beefing, y'all not liking each other. Why the fuck would we do that? But I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. She cool with it, I'm cool with it, because I'm not a be quiet type of bitch anyway. I am a shut up type of bitch. Ask my kids, right? Even the 7-month-old, ask her. So then I asked again, I'm like, all right, so she's going to be the fourth host. That's what it is. Whenever we do find that, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of beating around the bush, y'all. So look, she started doing the news. I'm like, all right, look, that's her segment. Take me off that. And she's doing it to the best of her ability. Shorty is, you know what I'm saying? I was eating that shit up the whole year I co-hosted, eating that shit up until I had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a baby. And
she just said something I really appreciate, because she said there's no perfect time to have a baby in a radio show. And she's right.
Ooh.
Oh, well, look at that. Let's move to the next thing. Congratulations to Wendy Williams, man. Congratulations to Wendy Williams on scoring a victory when it comes to her restrictive battle. I was just talking about her with in a Jessie Hilarious thing. Sorry, I didn't even talk about it. I was just reading it. Yeah, big congratulations. She's getting less restrictive, and she have to do more tests until she can have she can no longer have guardianship. Maybe she can pick her own guardianship. Maybe this time she will pick her niece and stuff like that. Let's go back to the whole we're done with the Jessie Hilarious thing. Like, I'm sorry for what she's going on with, and I do think Corey Holcomb is picking up on her. I think maybe she's an easy target. Um because he only have a live show. I don't even think he's making money from that YouTube show, just because he cussed a lot. He said different things. YouTube is very when monetization is very strict about monetization. You cannot do or say or bullying other people in the platform and get paid for it. Like, what YouTube will do is they'll let you have your platform, but you will not be qualified for partnership program. Partnership program is look like you get ad spend, you get um revenue from that. So I think the only thing is making. I think like just like who had a show wasn't making money. Who was recently in the breakfast show was David Banner. David Banner said he was making music. All the podcast wasn't making money. And every money he was making was coming from his music, but he loved the podcast. And I believe after 5-6 seasons, he had to cancel because he had to pay everybody. And I think that's the same thing. I believe Cole Holcomb have a Patreon, and that's the only place they're making money. But like the YouTube channel is not making money for, and maybe I don't even see he got ads. I don't know if he got like ads or anything like that. But yeah, and also let's go back to what's going on today on the social media platform. And entertainment. So yesterday during the basketball game, man, that shit scared a lot of people. Tracy Morgan like stuck coughing blood in the middle of Laker versus Spurs game, and they had to pause the game because there was blood coming out, and because for like they don't know if he had any disease or anything like that. But you know, Kogam is old. He said it was food poison. At least that's what he said. It was food poison, so everything is good. So they had to like wipe the blood out, and they like wheel him out of a wheelchair and to a hospital. He said he's fine, but thank God there's not in a third. What else is going on? Bro, this guy is crazy. Like I don't even want to talk about him. This guy is too crazy. Bro, let's talk about Kanye West. I'm not even talking about this guy been going crazy on everybody. On everybody. To even now, he's going crazy on Jay-Z. He's going crazy on he went crazy on Playboy Cardi because Playboy Cardi, I told you guys yesterday, asked Kim for permission because Kim have the right to the name of daughter Northwest. Then he went crazy today at Kendrick Lamar. Then after Kendrick Lamar, he went after Tyler the Creator. After the Tyler Creator, just a minute ago, he went after Jay-Z, and he said the most offensive things ever. He went after their children. He said, guys, do you know why we never see Jay-Z two youngest kids? It's because they are, you know what I mean, the you know what I mean, the R word. He used the R word, and bro, that is the most disgusting. It's one thing you don't want people to talk about your kids, but you're talking about somebody else's kids. Like this guy clearly need a mental institution. Like I understand he's no longer with Kim. Like now people understand why Kim was forcing him to be on appeals. Is either this guy on appeals or eventually he's gonna get to a point the state gonna take over and put him in a special need facilities, and it's gonna be sad. But I think that's where this guy said it. Like that's insane to talk about somebody else's kid like that, bro. Today,
I'm just going
and a lot of people are mad at him because they agree with he vote with the Republican to get the government open. Now he went to the View to explain why he keep the platform open.
throw it out there. Why?
Great.
What were you thinking and why?
Okay. So look, I knew it was a difficult choice, and I knew that I'd get a lot of criticism for my choice. But I felt as a leader I had to do it. Here's why. The CR bill was bad, no question. And it allowed a slush fund, which allowed money to be pushed around.
Explain it for the people who don't know what
There's
CR
a
means.
CR means
what you did.
continue the government spending.
Right.
A shutdown, the alternative is cut off the government spending. And here's what would happen if we cut off government spending. It would be devastation like we have never seen.
Worse than we're seeing now?
Much. Here's why. That's why I did it. I wasn't going to take this flack just for having a lot of fun. The bottom line is a government shutdown works like this. All government spending is stopped, all. And then the executive branch, Trump, Musk, Doge, and this really evil man people don't know about, Vote, who's head of OMB, his name is Vote.
What's
would
OMB?
have
What is
so-
OMB then?
OMB is the Office of Management Budget, which
Thank you.
determines the spending. And they could cut off anything they want simply by saying it's not essential. So, day 2, SNAP, food for poor kids, not essential. Day 4, mass transit, New York City subway and subways all over, not essential. Day 7, Medicaid, not essential. People don't need Medicaid. They should get their own health care. And this would happen over and over and over again. And there's no check. The biggest problem is that it has been determined that the courts have no say.
Yeah.
And the only say is the executive branch. Now, in the old days, when there was a shutdown, they'd work it out. But this is a different, horrible kettle of fish.
Mm-hmm.
They hate the government. They want to shut down everything. You heard what Musk said, $2 trillion. And so this would have been so devastating. And here's the second part that's maybe just as bad. There's no exit strategy. How do you get out of a shutdown? Guess who determines it? Trump, Musk, Doge. They're the only ones. And one of the Republican senators told one of the Democratic senators, you get in this, we're staying in for 6 months, 9 months, a year till we decimate the entire federal
Can I do
government.
a follow-up question
Yes.
quickly?
So wait,
Go
it
ahead.
was so bad that I felt I had to do this. Now, it's not happening immediately, but what does a leader do? When you're a leader, if you see a real crisis a little bit down the road, your job is to stand up and say, we cannot do that. And that's what I did.
I'm just going
Okay. For that explanation, I understand. Now, I did not understand. For what we all understand is when the government would have shut down, right? I didn't know the executive branch would have only power. I thought the government would have shut down, and while they would determine to stay a whole year and a lot of area would have closed down, I thought maybe probably would people start crying. I didn't know the executive branch would be determined where it could have probably not. A lot more people would have suffered. I didn't know that. I thought it would probably push the Republican more to come to the table. For example, the bill would go back to Congress, and Congress would renegotiate the bill, a full bill, instead of negotiate part of the bill. No, what he did is keep it open while they're not cutting everything, but they're just gonna reduce from a lot of things. But what will happen is for the next 6 months, things will get bad. But what would happen is people in a red state will suffer just like they are beginning to suffer now from like Nebraska, who could go bankrupt in the next 6 months, or like a lot of farmers who F around and find out that now they are losing a lot of grants because majority of their fund was coming from grants of money they were giving. And matter of fact, a lot of farmers are also losing money because they had a lot of contract with USDA. That's who was a big buyer of their food. They wasn't just selling to like grocery store. They were selling food to the government, food that go to and spread around the world. So if you had like a rice farmer or you were like a corn farmer, you know what I mean? Not only you were selling corn to China, but you were selling corn to USDA so they can go give food to like poor country in Africa and Middle Eastern. So there are a lot of those people who had contract, farmers who most of their money was coming from government, and also you get grants. If you know like how like if you have business and business for X amount of time, the government will give you tax write-off. Like that's kind of something similar to that. But yeah, I don't understand. I understand, but I see where he's coming from. It's just not giving 100 power. But yeah, whew, that's crazy. We don't know what, bro. A lot of people don't understand. Shout out to all you black voter who vote for Trump. Let me show you what Trump is doing right now. It's taking away your freedom away from you. Now, Trump just struck down another thing that have nothing to do with beneficial financial benefit for people. He struck a law that will struck down discrimination in a government office for like color, like for example, certain job aspect in the government where they can like discriminate or segregate people by group. For example, if Trump now wants only white people at his White House, he can do that without worry about getting a lawsuit. Or if the army want to only hire men instead of women, they can do that without worry about. Or if they want to only hire white men instead of black men before the Civil War, they can do that now. Or if you try to apply for certain government job and the hiring person is white, now you're gonna see more and more white. They're doing that more and more of those certain government job, gonna hire mostly white people instead of people of color, just because they don't want to have worry about segregation and discrimination. People thought, oh, Trump is not gonna go that far. That's how far he went. This is how far. It's not even far yet. We're only in like 3 months in. That's how far he went. That's crazy. Let's move on. So another thing that happened today. So this is Young Edit. She's a LGBT female rapper, and that's people are sad, man. People need clap for everything. So he was in this lady right there, and she posts video about once she was sick, and Young Emma even talk about in a rap song, but she talk about knowing his bad side or drug over whatever, and how she was nursing him back to life. But show the video, Young Emma not doing too good. That is so hard. That is sad, man. That's horrible. That's horrible people. That's just to show you what the time we're living in, man. Horrible people in the world. Anything for clout. Clout is like they say, is commodity nowadays, especially for wannabe influencers of influencers. When their time is slow, they don't have nothing to talk about, to post. They go after people even they date or stuff they know that can negative attention is more that shit crazy. That shit crazy. But I digress, guys. Here Emma talk about it a little bit.
Yo, what up, Mob? I mean, I know y'all see this video going around on the blogs or whatever the case. Somebody once upon a time was with posted me in the hospital at a vulnerable moment. Something that I've owned already. It's been 2 years. That was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? I had an unfortunate situation in my life, and I got sick. I got really sick. Understand?
So she addressed it, and yeah, bro, check out. I know I already posted about that on my YouTube page for a short video, but let's look at this, bro.
Yeah. 3-4 คันใหม่จุด
This is in Vegas. That is in Vegas. This is not a dealership, but more like a center where if you are owner, Tesla owner, you go to those center to have your car fixed. If you have like a car accident or a part is not working, normally you also you have a subscription with Tesla where you pay monthly for that, and they will give you a free car while driving while you're there. So those cars that are burning, like I stated before, it's not sure if our Tesla own cars or is that people car they put over there to get fixed, and anti-Elon Musk people are coming and start burning. So there's a lot of different locations throughout the country that they are burning down. They are scratching, bro. People are changing their name of their car just so the people don't mess up with their car. People are changing their Tesla car to Honda, to Toyota, to Lisa. That shit is crazy. But okay, beside that, let's go with Monique. The community. yesterday, this weekend, Monique did something amazing for lead singer. I forgot forgot the name. And she passed away, and Elon Musk decided to not Elon Musk. Damn, I forgot Elon Musk. Tyler Perry decided to like use his own money to make sure she have the best going away funeral in the world. And some timing is everything, right? Timing is everything. But now, um, and doing her funeral speech, Tyler Perry was talking about residual, and remember that song from Chris Brown, residual about how the industry sometimes doesn't pay people well, and for them to have money to take care of themselves, to also live a good life, a healthy life. And Monique feel like it was a need to like bring this stuff.
Community is involved, and they want to see how it's going to play out, because the community is saying, "Wait a minute, hold up, we don't know this sister to be no bullshitter. We know she a loudmouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall, but what we know about it is she true to her word."
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is,
so they're doing the speech, she sort of a residual, and you know who come to talk about it? Monique and her husband right behind her, talking about how you gonna go to the funeral, talking about paying people for what they do. The industry doesn't pay black women, is on the third, and somehow Tyler Perry is doing the same thing. Man, I hear a lot of maybe not, but bro, like get over it. You gotta apologize. You doing tour, you got a Netflix show, bro. You like, come on, leave this guy alone. Not everybody's for everybody, man. And then you could wait a few months. Right now, you just look like a grumpy old man, bro. Look at this, guys. Look at this. They look like there's a little bit love in the air between between Jack Harlow and and Doja Cat. Now I will not surprise because there's an old clip of Jack Harlow back in 2003.
People thought we were dating because your man apparently looks like me.
Oh my fucking god!
So he didn't super make it yet. He was I think maybe like a few mixtape in or whatever, and she didn't give him that mind. But now he's like on kind of, you can say on her level to some degree. And you know what I mean? And you know she like the milk. She like the milk. So she's milk only. She don't like chocolate. Milk only. And she was like, you know what I mean, giving the look. Now, was not sure whether or not they're working on music together. It's possibly, but that's how the people end up together, working on your music, got good vibes, and then next thing you know, good baby, beautiful babies. Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Hey, we'll see that before, man. Look, it was not too long ago. You were on her stream trying to probably shoot your shot, but now you're on her level. Could be the love she was looking for. And anyway, and today, guys, and those astronauts that went on space, right? Those astronauts that went on space for 9 months that got stuck. They were and thanks to Elon Musk, even though Elon Musk is like either a CEO now, but he did something nice today. He and SpaceX able to get those two people back after spending 9 months in a space station because they were using different ships. They're using Boeing. You know, Boeing been having a lot of problem with their planes. Not only they been plane, they been also spaceship too. So they were, and also military rockets is whatever. There's another third. Boeing like space had little fractures, and they didn't trust it to come back to Earth safely with those two people. So they end up spending almost a year in space. But one thing it did show, people can can stay longer in space and survive it. The only problem is you're probably gonna need gravity because they were in space, they degrade so fast. Now it's not sure whether or not the lady was using product. Plus, when you're in space, there's things that happen. You see sun, you see days, you see night. In the air, you is that one thing, and there's there's no time. So if there's no time, how, you know what I mean? It's a different environment for your body to adjust to. So I don't know. They come out, they're looking old, faster. So now they're gonna have to get used to walking instead of floating, because if you're floating for 9 months, so they're gonna be like a baby learning how to walk. Maybe they're not gonna take them along. They're gonna have to be careful, because they're probably gonna have to drink a lot of vitamin, not make too much effort in their leg. But I'm glad that they are back. And let's watch that video for a second, Lynn.
Splashdown, Crew 9 back on Earth. We right there have our first view of Dragon Freedom.
People, I wonder, they spent 9 months in space. They said, I'm gonna be. Do they think they have sex together in there? I wonder if they have sex in there together, because now they're old. They'll probably not work. That's not the last thing they're in their mind. But once gotta be wonder. Sex in space floating. That's insane. Congratulations, man. Congratulations to you. Jonathan Major and Megan Good. They are fully married. They did a private ceremony after 4 months of being engaged. You can see her. He all sleazy, smiling and stuff like that. Next thing they need to do is go ahead and have some babies, because she has not a lot of time in front of her. And even though yesterday there's audio come out, but she still bring him, and you can clearly see he look a little stressed, and he probably be like worried about what kind of question they're gonna have. But you know what I mean? The culture got you, man. Don't do nothing crazy, but the culture got you. Like sometimes when we see like it's unfair situation happen, the culture be guiding you. The only thing I'm mad is I don't know why all those black platform was posting the video. We know Williston, who's the one who started the story. Williston being very messy. But it is what it is. Beside that, what else is going on in the world? Matter of fact, bro, Trump been losing a lot of executive order. Now another judge just blocked Trump from temporary black President Donald Trump executive order from banning transgender people from enlisted in the military. That is crazy. And another one too. A judge just found it is unconstitutional for Trump and Elon Musk, or Elon Musk himself, to close down USDA, to federal bosses. If they want to shut down an office, it need to go to proper channel, meaning it has to go to Congress, have to evaluate whether or not they don't need it, and then they have to go to Senate, and eventually and Marco Rubio. So we don't know what's gonna happen. They're probably gonna shut it down, but it's just gonna have to like reopen it, rehire people, because the judge ordered them to open. That is crazy. But I digress. And also because the judge Trump threatened another judge second time, right? Trump just, but we'll get back on that video another time. But let's check another platform before we head to the news. We're gonna talk about more news before we end this. Let's go check out Hollywood Unlocked. Was there more news? We already talked about this. We talked about that. We talked about this. What is going on with Jasmine? But beside the jesshilarious, like it's kind of confused a dilemma. Like as I said, the older I used to like what's his name again? This this guy, this comedian, even though he's a Democrat, but he's becoming a conservative Democrat, and like more and more, I'm beginning to question whether or not eventually Bill Maher will become Republican, because there's a lot of things that he's saying that I'm like, it's very questioning. Even look, this is Cardi B response to Kanye West, because even go at Cardi B, even though he was talking about how praising Cardi B, Kanye West is going crazy, man. Kanye West is insane. So I guess that's what happened today. Did the attorney receive alleged victim name in his federal sex trafficking racketeer case? Diddy is one step closer to facing his federal charges as prosecutor revealed the name of his alleged victim from his attorney. I guess they are new victim. In a motion filed on March 6th, Diddy requests the identification of the three anonymous accused of federal indictment, which indicate charged under the racketeering influence. So that's people who's charging them, not other groups. So it's still confusing one person, but no other people in there. But I guess they're stating racketeering can be in multiple ways, like other victim. And beside Cassie, so they finally got the name of the probably gonna get the name of the other victim. So we wonder if Don gonna be the other people, but I don't know. That's crazy. But you need to have it so you can like prepare before the case coming in May. We'll continue watching this. Continue. How did I do, guys? How did I do? I'm giving this thing fast and nice. Fast and nice. We probably would do it done with okay. Oh, I guess because I only get one screen share, I don't get multiple screen share. So I on this platform, because I get the free version, I only get one screen share. You don't get multiple. Huh, interesting. Let's go to YouTube. And YouTube, we're gonna go to what's the other page that have YouTube? Okay, that one. We're gonna go and put CNN to see what's going on in CNN. So we already talked about that, about the sign that back to Earth. Let's see if we can discuss. Okay, that's this, that's that. Bro, Trump is remember when I talk about how Trump threatened a judge? Now,
big news, Adam.
Like, you got big news. The chief judge of all the judge in this country finally come to rescue the judge after Judge Trump in Congress taking about what's the thing
the Supreme Court. The Chief Justice of the United States of America just issued a rare statement on President Trump's call to impeach the
impeach a federal judge because of the Venezuelan gang that the judge asked to bring back to the country, and the Trump still kind of not violated. They are disputing it now. They're disputing behind closed door. So they don't kind of like hit. You know what I mean? But yeah,
judge in his Alien Enemies Act case. I want to go straight to Paula Reed. Paula, wow, this is a very big deal.
This is a huge deal. Here you have Chief Justice John Roberts appearing to push back on statements President Trump made earlier today, suggesting that a judge, James Boasberg, who of course temporarily blocked deportations by the Trump administration, or at least tried to, should be impeached. And here the Chief Justice writes, for more than 2 centuries, it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. The normal appellate review process exists for that purpose. Now, this is, of course, a very short statement, but it says so much, Dana, because earlier today, in a Truth Social post, President Trump sort of went on a tangent about how angry he was at this judge and saying this judge, like many of the crooked judges I am forced to appear before, should be impeached. And this comes just several days after Boasberg tried to temporarily block some deportations by.
Well, it does speak volume when a chief judge have to come to the rescue of other low-level judge because Trump technically is above the law. That's crazy. That's ludicrous. What is going on today? Let's see what happened.
Bro.
Yo, bro.
We saw Joe Biden actually speak and give interviews and respond to questions about some of these specific pardons, particularly for the January 6th committee that are being referred to. What I think is worrying here, to me, at least, is that there's a reason. You know, this is Donald Trump setting up the foundation to try to continue investigating and to try to continue to go against the Liz Cheneys and the other members of that January 6th committee that irritate him, right? That he's angry about, that he wants to take retribution and revenge on. If he is taking retribution against a law firm that represented Hillary Clinton, imagine what he would like to do. He's told us what he'd like to do to Liz Cheney.
This is a big part of the question here. Is he setting up retribution? This is what he said on Friday at the DOJ, no less, about his political enemies.
Unfortunately, in recent years, a corrupt group of hacks and radicals within the ranks of the severe.
We don't have to listen to judges. We can invalidate presidential pardons as long as I get what I want. And there's a lot of people that's okay with that because they're not a target right now. But if they become a target and Trump ignores everything that's in place and there's no stopgap to prevent the people he's targeting from being punished, then it's going to be a problem. So I'm saying we have to speak up now.
When the issue is on the other foot, would you be okay with that? Pardons just disappearing because a president says that they should?
Well, look, I'm skeptical that argument's going to hold up. But I just would say on the Biden pardons, they didn't go through the normal process. They didn't go through the DOJ. You've been talking about normal process. They did not.
That's true of Trump's pardons too.
Yeah. Well, Scott, I know, but no one's alleging that he had a device signed them and he wasn't aware of it.
Scott, we've established since 2005, it has been established the president can use auto pen. It doesn't change anything. But also Trump didn't go through a process either, and that's not required. It's a constitutional ability.
I know that, but because it didn't go through a process and it was his own family and it was apparently handled by a very small number of people in the White House, these pardons probably have less visibility than any pardons in modern history.
This is also referring to the January 6th committee members, not the family.
But they didn't run any of this through DOJ. So,
oh man, this guy always defending. Bro, that's crazy.
I thought this polling was interesting. This is whether Democrats should work with the GOP or stop the Republican agenda. But what I want you to look at here is how this has changed. And back in 2017, 74% of Democrats said they should work with the GOP. Now, 57% say they should stop the Republican agenda. There has been a complete shift in the mindset of the Democratic Party. They want resistance. They want a Tea Party.
100%. And what you just said, we should listen to the people. You said as a congressman, am I correct in saying that? You just said honestly was a cave. Yet again, another example with Schumer saying, I don't want the smoke. And we're asking, I mean, they were with some cojones. Why is it not happening?
We need to throw a punch. That's, the proposals that they're bringing are horrendous enough for us to do that, and we should do that.
What's horrendous about the CR? It continues funding the government at Biden.
Horrendous about the CR is that it is a cut.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
If you do not consider the cost of doing business, if you don't
federal government, you're making a passionate
and said they probably think Chuck Schumer should.
Yes,
to Carrie's
exactly.
point, take the smoke.
2 weeks ago, he
show
was
up at
attacking
the
Show
book
up and
events
take the. And
take it.
he should show up and take the L. Is what I'm saying. He can do whatever he chooses. I don't know.
Who would be supposed to be on The View? I think that hasn't changed. He'll be on the hot seat there. I also think he should go on this book tour, because if we are to show up and answer questions,
what the American that's why 76% of people said, according to CBS polling, agreed with his State of the Union speech, which.
So yeah, that's what's going on so far in the world right now, guys. That's what's going on in the world. That's it for today. Let me know what you think about this, between the celebrity news and in the news. Leave your comment on this video. If you're first time to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Deuces.